sponsoring brochure, right? The conversation with our steps. Who loves this tool? Does it help us? Good. But guess what? We're kicking it up a notch. And we got a flip chart for you. So this amazing tool you'll be able to obtain in general session, and you'll be able to read the highlights while you're presenting to your prospect in the other way. She will be seeing like images, and you will see what's on the back to remind you what you have to cover. Step by step. Okay? I'm excited. Well, I cannot do all this by myself, so I brought some experts with me today. And before I introduce my special expert, I'll tell you a little bit more about her. She comes straight from Maryland.
Yay!
Yeah, Maryland girl. So she was introduced to Jafra while she was actually in her hometown, Springfield, Massachusetts. And she has been with Jafra for about 20 years. And at first, she really wasn't that sure that she really wanted to use Jafra as an opportunity, a business opportunity. But she loved the product because she believed in the product and gave her results. Her skin felt amazing, and even the royal jelly diminished some spots in her skin that she had. So she just fell in love with the products. But it wasn't until she moved and as a single parent, she saw herself with a little bit of struggle and needed a little bit of income. So that's when she decided to give Jafra a big opportunity and look at it as a business. So now, 20 years later, she's still on the business, one of our Aspire coaches. Please welcome with a round of applause, Chafica Miles. Chafica is an expert already as an Aspire coach, and I wanted her to really show you guys about why her success has been really available to her Aspire Club members. Like, they always love Chafica, and she's a great trainer. And all of us as leaders, consultants, and people from the company had a knowledge guest, so that's why I brought her today.
Yes.
So Chafica, tell us a little bit about this.
Oh, great, I'd love to. So sponsoring. Sponsoring is all about sharing what you love, and sharing what you love truly from your heart. And if you do this with a prospective consultant, I guarantee you that you will uncover a need that you can serve. And I want you to just think about the need that Jafra has filled for you. How many of you Jafra has filled a financial need for? How many of you Jafra has filled a personal need for? And most important, with these beautiful women, their friendships, a spiritual and emotional need.
Yes, a round of applause for that. Are we all here because of that?
So that's what you want to share every day with everyone you come in contact with. And when you're going out talking and sharing, you always want to be prepared. So you always want to have this wonderful tool of Jafra, the sponsoring conversation brochure. You want to have your monthly brochure with you also too. And you want to have your opportunity brochure. This will be your new opportunity brochure here. So you definitely want to have those tools with you, definitely to be prepared. And you want to be confident. You want to be able to inspire your prospective consultant. Because I know as an Aspire coach, I hear sometimes a little frustration where my team always hears a lot of no's, but if you think about the no, that stands for new opportunity. It's a new opportunity for yes.
No means?
New opportunity.
Again, what does no mean?
New opportunity.
And I'll tell you a brief story. I have the best upline manager, my manager, Patricia Clover here. Said no to Pat at least about 20 or 25 times. And she was always asking the right questions. question. She was never pushy, but every time I come over to place an order, she would ask me, "Are you sure you want to place an order, or would you like to, sure you want to give me your money, or would you like to join the company?" And I would always say no, and then she would always tell me what she was going to do with my money. She would say, "Okay, well, I'll just take this. I've got to pay my bowling fee, and put money in my gas in my car." So after a while, you get sick and tired of someone telling you what they want to do. And that's why I love, as far as the follow-up sheet that we have. So when you're getting all these no's, you can track them with our wonderful sponsoring tracking lead sheet. And it's found on a beautiful website under the Aspire Club. So this is why you want to track all your no's. There's really no secret as far as about sponsoring. It's all about building that wonderful relationship as far as with the person here. So you want to build that trust in that relationship first. And you want to build, feel confident as far as while you're building that trust and relationship also. And the thing that I like about Jafra, because they have all the perfect tools for us, you can always make that fun sponsoring conversation, make it interactive. Because if I were to videotape any one of you in here, how many of you would be maybe doing all the talking and not enough listening here? So you want to make it interactive between you and your prospect. And Jafra has a perfect tool to do that, our sponsoring conversation brochure. It tells you in 5 easy steps and will make any sponsoring conversation fun.
That's correct. It's only 5 steps. You know what those 5 steps are? First, let's say it all together. Welcome. Second,
Get to know her.
Here is very important. For me, this is the most important step. You know why? Because if you get to know her better, you find a connection. If you find a connection, she wants to sign up with you. She's joining the business because of you, not just because of the wonderful things that Jafra can offer. Because she can really sign up with any of you, right? Yes. But it's about you and that connection that you make with her that she will decide to come in your team. So that connection, that second step, is the most important one. Then we go to sharing your story. This has to be very brief. Present the Jafra opportunity, and at the end, what do? Close it. We have to ask for that close. Okay? So to look at this a little bit in a more interactive way, we're going to be doing a little bit of role play, and we'll go step by step of these 5 steps. I'm going to be the moderator, and Chafica will actually be role playing at sponsoring conversation, following you the steps, so you can have an example and see how this can actually flow in a natural way that is not pushy and is not too overwhelming. It's okay? Okay. So in the first step, you always have to give her a compliment. We're women. We love compliments. We need food and compliments, right? Ask questions. Remember to get to know her. Some of the people are actually a little bit shy, so you actually have to ask a couple of questions. So tell her how's her day going, where she lives in the area, what's the place that you guys are meeting okay for her to meet. And always please remember to tell her that it will take about 30 minutes to have this conversation. Please remind her that, because if you don't know the time that she's going to take, she might be doing things in her own. She is going to zoom out while you're talking to her because she's like, oh my God, I'm running late. I have to go home, cook dinner, to get the kids ready for school and all that, right? So you need to let her know what amount of time will this actually take. But for this, we need someone to role play with Chafica, right? With a prospect. So I'm going to let Chafica introduce her wonderful prospect.
Okay, I want to introduce my wonderful prospect, Miss Donzella Smith here. Donzella, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Well, I'm glad you came. Thanks for coming out as far as to meeting me today.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to hear what you have to tell me, because you really made it sound interesting the other day.
Oh, great, because I know when we met at the post office, we didn't have a lot of time, we were in line, so
No.
I appreciate you giving me your name and number to come and learn about the Jafra opportunity today.
Okay, well, bring it on.
Okay. This is just going to take about 30 minutes. Do you have time? Is that okay with your schedule?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, great. Well, we'll try and see if we can find a table at this busy Panera's restaurant we're in here. Oh, here's one.
Yeah, in the first step, it's always important to see that natural flow, and I love how she welcomed her. It's very natural. You're just talking. You're grabbing coffee with a girlfriend. This is not all about business right now. She's not going to mention anything about business right now. Second step, you need to get to know her. So within your flip chart, once you get it, you flip, and you'll be able to keep seeing the steps. So when you get to know her, my mom, I think, is a wise woman. How many of you have a wise mom? Right? She knows what's going to happen even before it happens. How do you know that? That comes like with a mom imprinted that they get. Is that it? Well, my mom always told me that there is a reason why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So we need to what?
Listen more.
Listen more.
Talk
and
less.
what?
Talk less.
Talk less. That's correct. So this is why we need to listen to our prospect. This is when we're going to build a rapport, getting to know her. And to know that, we have to follow a couple of things that are very simple. We usually ask about family, right? Are you married? Do you have children? How many? Her occupation. Do you work? What do you do for work? These are things that are going to help you build that rapport for her. Her recreation, what she do in her free time, does she have some? You know? Also, motivation, what really gets her out of bed every morning. What really motivates her? Is it her kids? She needs to pay the bills? What is it that motivates her and moves her every day? So let's see how this role plays with Chafica and Donzella.
Hey, Donzella. Jafra is all about building relationships. So before I start on the business side of it, do you mind if we get to know each other a little better?
Sure.
Okay, well, who knows? We might have something in common.
Well, let's just see.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your family. Do you have children?
I do. I have 2 grown daughters, and they've given me 8 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren.
Wow.
I'm a big part in their lives, so they take up a lot of my time, and I work full-time.
Okay. So what type of field of work do you do?
I'm an IT manager, contractor for the government, so if you can imagine, IT, grandchildren, it's just busy.
Well, great. You see, I told you we would have something in common because I was an IT manager before I started doing Jafra full time.
Really?
Yes, I'm sure we have wonderful stories to tell each other.
Yeah.
Okay, with that busy schedule with your grandchildren and being an IT manager, what do you like to do for fun?
Well, I mostly like to read, and I love to dance. That's my passion. I love to dance. And I love action movies. I dance in my church. I'm a liturgical dance ministry. And I have my own dance ministry. So that's my passion. I just love to inspire people.
Oh, wow, that is wonderful here. Now, is anything that you're saving up for that you would like to do, maybe with you or your family?
I want to travel. I've always wanted to just be able to travel someplace, just to drop it and hat and just go. I want to retire early so I can spend more time with my grandchildren. And I just want to just be able to relax and have fun for the rest of my life.
Okay, that is wonderful here. Well, Jafra is all about traveling and having fun, so.
All right, well, you know, you're pulling me in.
No.
Well, the third step is sharing your story. So here, I know in this step we get a little bit passionate because we love Jafra so much, right? Don't we all? And we really want to share all the wonderful things that Jafra has to offer. But we need to be careful in how much information we're sharing, right? Just a quick summary, because remember, it's all about her right now. It's not about you. So right now, just focus on her, share a quick story. And for that, we will know, like, why are you in Jafra? what brought you to Jafra? Your expertise with the products, just share. Did she loves the products? What do you love? What's your favorite product? That's always great to have, right? Tricks and rewards, have you gone on trips? How many incentives you want, and so forth. The friends you've made, like in a conference, right? And just all of that, remember, you will always get inspired by her story. She is going to be looking up to you. So you need to make sure that your story, the sharing your story, is going to inspire her. So let's see how this role plays now.
Okay, well, I joined Jafra as a single parent, and my daughter has been my motivation. And what I loved about Jafra is I needed an extra income, was working a couple of jobs, but what I loved about Jafra, it allowed me to spend more time as far as with my daughter. As you see, I brought her all along to all of my Jafra parties with me. And one time when my roommate moved out, I didn't want to sleep with another roommate, and I just wanted to have it to myself and my daughter. And Jafra allowed me to have that type of income.
Oh, that's good.
When I joined Jafra, I did have a challenge, like 3 months into when I joined Jafra, I had to have open heart surgery.
Oh man, that was hard.
Yes, it was, but it really, what I thought was going to be a setback with my business, since I introduced Jafra to as many people in the beginning, when I was at home recuperating from my surgery, I had friends and family coming over to see me, and they were coming to say that I wanted to check on you, but by the way, can I order another bottle
That's good for you.
So I was able to put in orders while I was recuperating at home.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Still getting extra income here.
All right.
Another thing that I like is just the friendships, just the impact that Jafra has allowed me to have on women. And my childhood dream was to go to Hawaii.
Hawaii.
And I went to Hawaii at Jafra's expense.
Wait a minute, you went to Hawaii and they paid for it?
Yes, they paid for it.
Everything?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, tell me more.
Yes.
So the next step is our fourth step. We need to present really what Jafra is, right? So we present opportunity with Jafra. What is Jafra's history? We have an amazing history, and this year we can brag about our 6 years anniversary, right? Yes. The leadership opportunity, the rewards that she can have, consultant opportunity, and then our wonderful products that people always fall in love with. So let's see how Chafica Rose plays this.
Okay, I just want to start telling you a little bit about Jafra's history. Jafra is a mobile business, and we're in 17 countries almost.
17?
Yes, 17 countries.
That's pretty large.
So wherever you relocate, you always have a business to start out with.
Okay.
And when I tell you about impacting lives, you just meet so many wonderful women along the way as far as for the business. Now, tell me, do you have set hours that you have to report to work?
Every day, 7 to 3:30, every day. Did I mention every day?
Well, with Jafra, your hours will just be from your bedroom in your pajamas down to your computer.
No, that's a commute I get used to.
And also, too, there's fun ways to earn money with Jafra. You have 2 business models. One is the leadership business model, and one is selling the product.
Okay.
And Jafra's products fall in 4 different categories: our skincare, our color, our fragrance, and our toiletries.
Okay.
So you have a wide variety as far as the choose.
So you're not limited to just one thing?
No, you're not.
That's good. I like that.
The next thing is about the leadership opportunity that I mentioned here, and this is what I absolutely love. The leadership opportunity, let me ask you, I know you work full-time as an IT manager. Do you supervise anyone on your job?
I do. I have 3 people that I supervise, and I'm in charge of different projects, daily tasks, and I take care or guide them or mentor them to help them get their career goals in place.
Okay. Well, that's perfect, because that's all what the leadership opportunity is about. It's about building a team and helping that team achieve their goals.
Well, I'm already doing that.
And yes, so you will be perfect at this here. And one thing that I want to show you as far as our opportunity brochure, you have an unlimited earnings of 50%.
50%?
50%, up to 50%.
Half of everything that I sell?
Yes.
Okay,
Up to
that's
50%
good.
of that.
That's very good.
And we have a wonderful Fast Start to Leadership program. Our leader candidate, you start with 2 people, and then you can move to manager just adding 2 more people.
So I can get 50%, and I can get 2 people,
Yes.
and then I can become a manager.
Yes, with another 2 or 4 people here.
Oh, wow, that's
So
great.
you can earn 50% up to 50% on your sales, and then earn a commission on theirs with a bonus on top of that.
Oh, okay. This is sounding pretty good.
And we have a wonderful Aspire program where you receive your own personal coach to coach you along the way to achieve your dreams.
Oh, someone to help me and guide me, something
Yes.
like what I do for my team.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And now I love this as far as the career level here. I'm moving as far as to ambassador in the program. You see the income right there?
I see that. That's caught my eye.
Yes, okay, good. Now, what would that income mean for you and your family?
Well, it would help me to retire early like I want to, and it would help me be able to travel, and that's what I want to do.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Well, I think the leadership program would be good for you. And I would love a partner as far as to move up that leadership ladder with.
Well, keep on talking, you might become part.
Okay. Now, another thing I want to tell you as far as about the consultant opportunity. Remember I told you the 50% commission that you make? The 2 business models, the leadership models, I just told you all the different streams of income that you can make under the leadership model. Well, with selling your product, you have additional streams of income. You can have your brochure sales. You can do parties. A party is a perfect place to meet as many people at one time.
I like parties.
It's the fastest, easiest way as far as to make the income higher. And you also have, you can have one-on-one personals and businesses and organizations within your community. You go to them, they provide you a service, so now you have a service that you can provide to them.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And since you are in the IT field, you will love our digital tools. We have e-brochures, we have a website, a Facebook business page, so if you be in IT and digital, that would be
I
very
like
good.
that. I love using technology. That helps out so much.
Okay, great. Now, the one I love the most is the products. That's really the income and the products that's what got me as far as joining Jafra. Jafra's products are a combination of science and nature. We just give you the best quality products. Our royal jelly. Have you ever heard of royal jelly before?
No, I haven't.
Well, our royal jelly is a substance made by the worker bees, and the sole purpose of the royal jelly is to be a nutrient-rich food source for the queen bee.
Okay.
And it reflects in her size and her lifespan, that she lives longer than the other bees here.
Okay.
Now, how would you like to be a queen every day?
I would love to be a queen every day.
Have you tried this? Sample that. Just rub it into the back of your hand. How does that feel?
I like it. It's smooth. It makes my skin soft. And it smells pretty good too.
Yes, good. And our color line is with the latest fashion trends that we have. And our fragrances are made in the top perfume houses in Paris. And I'll have you try a little of this. That's first. There you go. How is that?
That smells good. What is that?
That is our urgent aromas.
Okay, can I buy some of that?
Oh, sure, that's right. Well, you can buy it for yourself and get it at a discount.
That seems good.
Now, all of these products, all of the learning that you would want to know about these products, we have a 24/7 e-learning site that has all the information on the products, so you're never at a point where you don't know anything about the product here.
Oh, that's good. I like that so
Okay. And our leadership rewards that we have, remember I telling you was about the trips here? Well, I won a trip to Hawaii and almost went to pay a trip to the Bahamas as well here.
You didn't mention the Bahamas.
Yes, I know. And you're rewarded for your efforts along the way. And Jafra has the most wonderful jewelry, like this beautiful necklace that I have.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Jafra rewarded me, and the Jafra watch that I have on here, and these shoes on the But you receive all of just beautiful rewards just from being part of the Jafra family. And we right now have a wonderful trip going on as far as the Hollywood, and I would just love you to go and be a Hollywood star.
I can be a queen and a star.
Yes.
Good. I love it. Isn't it look natural how it flows, right? It's just having coffee with your friends, just making new friends, having small talk, chit chat, get to know each other, and share what you love. So let's go to the closing. So the closing, sometimes our challenge is that we don't know how to bring it up, right? You know, guess what? You know what the easiest way to do it is? Just ask. So again, let's repeat. Just ask. So we're gonna ask for the closing? Yes. I didn't hear you. Are we gonna ask for this closing? Yes. So to get this closing, get to the point. Be upfront. Don't go around it. Don't feel ashamed. She already knew you were gonna present her a wonderful opportunity. That's why she agreed to sit down with you, didn't she? So why do you feel uncomfortable then to ask for the closing? Did we think about that? Ask, what did she like the most? You already built a rapport, so you know her a little bit more. So I mentioned that, you know, the travels and the trips for the leaders, and she was very excited because that's one of the things that she mentioned that she likes to do, right? So you know already that second step is gonna help you to connect the closing, because you told me that you love traveling. That's very important to bring up, and she will probably bring it up before you. But if she doesn't, because you built that rapport, mention it, okay? Listen carefully to what she's saying, because if she has questions, you need to make sure that you are answering all those questions. If she has concerns, give her not just an answer, just give her a solution. Because that way she feels confident that she will have everything that she needs all the way to be a great Jafra leader. After that, you just ask her, and are you ready to sign up? And you can do it right then, right now. So let's see how this role plays.
Okay, Donzella, based on what I shared with you so far, tell me, what are you excited about the most?
Well, I'm excited about the possibility of traveling and traveling at no cost for me. I like that. The possibility of making $22,000 extra and on my bank account that will allow me to retire early. I'm excited about that. So, you know, you're making it sound really, really nice, I must admit.
Okay, well, great. Well, do you have any questions or concerns?
The only concern that I have is, I know I have a lot of family and a lot of friends, but I'm going to run out of family and friends to show the business to. So I don't know if I'll be able to meet enough people or to draw enough people in to even build my business. So that's a real concern of mine.
Okay, you know, I know exactly how you feel. Because myself, and I know every Jafra consultant, we've all been a member of the NFL club, No Friends Left. And that's why I just love Jafra so much, because they have all the tools. The Jafra 100 list, it makes you think out of the box of your friends and family. And it makes you list people that you know as far as from your jobs, from your acquaintances, your friends, your relatives, and activities. Now, I know with 8 grandchildren and your daughters, you bring the kids to some type of activities, right?
Oh yeah, dance class, karate class, yes, all over.
Oh, okay. So those are all people that you can introduce as far as the Jafra opportunity to outside of that NFL club, your No Friends Left club.
That's good. I never even thought about that. You know, I just talk with them when I go, and we talk about the kids. But, you know, this would be something different to talk about. And then I can make money talking.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes. Okay, so what do you think? You're ready to join a Jafra family?
Well, you know, you made it so easy. You showed me the business, you showed me the products, and you told me about the support and everything. And then you showed me how I can overcome my fear of not meeting enough people. So I think I can try this, because you made me think that I can actually do this and make some money. So yeah, I think I'm going to try it.
Well, good. Well, let me get you signed up. It's very easy as far as to do. I'll get your contract and we can sign you up right here as far as on my iPad. Like I said, Jafra's a mobile business.
I see you prepared too.
Yes.
Well, ladies, how about that closing?
We just signed her up, and the of course, we would love to have all prospects like Donzella just decided on the spot here, but sometimes you're not going to have that. You're going to have those maybes, and you want to talk to that person and ask, well, okay, what we covered on a scale of 1 to 5, how interested are you? And find out what that maybe is, find out what that concern is, and then you can follow up with that person here. Now, if they say no, and I want you always to remember this, a delay does not always mean a denial. So if they say no as far as right now, you want to see, does it mean, no automatically, and then you can go to a referral, or is this just not a good time as far as for that person? Because remember, you're looking at someone who said no 20 times or more here and everything, so my no has turned into a consultant, into a leader, into an Aspire Club. Now I'm here talking in front of all of you.
Wow.
Yeah. So no is okay. Always remember a new opportunity, because if you're not getting, if you don't have that yes, that means that you have not received enough no's. So you want to get as many no's as you can. I can guarantee you that will turn into a yes.
Ladies, this is your year to shine. It's our diamond year. We're all shining like diamonds, right? Like last night. We're shining bright like a diamond. And this is our year to make it happen. 60 years sharing beauty and an amazing Jafra opportunity. We cannot let this slip through the hands. We need to touch those hearts, as Paulo said yesterday, right? We need to touch more hearts every day. And really, we need to share this wonderful opportunity. We have all the tools now. Who is happy about having all these tools? So are we going to sponsor? Yes! Again, are we going to sponsor? Yes! How many? Remember, we need to get to 60 so we can all go to Europe. Right? So we going to sponsor? Yes! When? Now! Good answer. Ladies, thank you so much for all your attention here. Comments, questions, anything you need to bring up. We have a couple of minutes for this. Yes, ma'am.
The flip chart can be online and you can download it onto your iPad.
I am not certain about that, but we can definitely make that digital for you. It is already digital before it goes to print, so I don't think we have a problem with that for you. The question was, is the flip chart, this flip chart that we're going to have, is it going to be available online so they can download the PDF? We already have the PDF when we send this to print, so I'm pretty sure it could be available online. I'm certain it is, because that's the way we're moving digital, and we also have the joinjafra.com. Next question.
When you started at a point where I think, for me, I'd like to back it up a little bit in that little conversation to get them to this point. Just some words when you're thinking, when you're thinking of somebody that might be interested, maybe some language of how to get them to the point where you're sitting down with them.
You're talking about prospecting. Correct. Yes. So we're actually constantly doing prospecting trainings. I know that we just offer a prospect